And we're on. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. The Storytime Show, episode 50. You guys know what time it is? Story time. Get ready, get relaxed, get caffeinated, because here we go. And today what we're talking about is enjoying your quiet time. You got a busy life. I got a busy life. We all have busy lives. It is very important, no matter how busy we are, always find those quiet moments. And the issue that I've noticed myself is when our lives are busy, when we're constantly moving, we're always on the go, we're always active, that becomes our default setting in our head. So our default setting in our own brain becomes just action. Action all the time. Always moving. Always striving to move forward. And we'll get into this habit and get into this pattern, but we won't know when to stop ourselves and to be able to identify when we're really stressed and when we need to stop and have some alone time and have some quiet time and peace. We always want to accomplish things. We always want to do stuff. We always have these responsibilities that we're always trying to keep up on. But we always forget that having those moments of quiet, of stillness, of doing absolutely nothing is actually part of being productive ourselves too. It's part of our mental health as well. Even though I'm sure you've done it, I felt it sometimes too, where we have those quiet moments and we sit still and we're doing nothing and we feel guilty for not doing anything. We feel guilty and shame, like, oh, I should be doing something. I should be doing something to be productive, to move, and we're just sitting here doing nothing. No. That is the common mistake, is that you are doing something. When you've worked 9 hours a day, when you're exhausted, when you've worked out, when you've trained, when you've done so much crap throughout the day, and you do not allow yourself, you do not give yourself permission to sit, to calm down, to close your eyes, turn off all your devices, turn all your notifications off, all your emails, and just sit and read and just close your eyes and relax. Have a cup of coffee or beer and just relax. That we get into this state of mind where we feel awful and guilty and so much shame just sitting there not doing anything because we feel like we should be doing something. And that's a big problem. That's not a good thing. If you have quiet moments in your life and you don't take advantage of those moments, those tiny little I like to call them your in-between moments, because those in-between moments is where you prepare yourself and you charge your batteries for getting out there for those big moments in your life, those big moments where you gotta push forward, that you need to move forward, where you got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things to do. You need those little moments to recharge. Like right now today, and shooting this video for you guys. After this video, I'm taking more time to myself, to sit and to be quiet, because I had a long day and I just wanted to get this video in for you guys, in case some of you may have needed a video like this, where our lives are busy, our lives are crazy, a lot of stress going out there with you know what, and we're not getting enough of those moments, those tiny little in-between moments where we need to recharge our batteries and to calm ourselves. And we got to be able to identify that, where that active mind, that busy mind it's not healthy. And if an active busy mind is still active and busy even outside of an active, busy moment, that's a problem. If you have an active, busy mind in a quiet, still moment, you need to check that. You need to work on that. Because what that tells me is that your active mind is your default setting. So even when you're outside of those busy, crazy moments, you're still active. Your brain's still active. It's like when we want to sleep at night, we want to shut down, we want to shut our brains off, but we can't because we're thinking of so many different things and so many things we have to do. You're taking yourself away from those quiet moments by doing that. You're not giving yourself permission to relax, to calm your mind. You don't need to be busy and doing stuff all the goddamn time. It's not good for you. You need to have moments to yourself to quiet and be still. Look, I'm a gamer. I like to play my games. I don't think it's healthy playing games all the time. I like to be busy and productive, but I like to have a moment every second or third day to put my headphones on and just dive into a game for an hour in the evening. That's my quiet time to relax to myself. I need that. It's part of me if it's part of my mental health. And trust me, I've had moments like that too where I always feel like busy. I always feel like you need to be busy and doing something. You don't need to be busy and doing something all the time. Especially if you're a busy person, if you're a valuable person. A lot of people rely on you. You need those moments to take care of yourself, to get that extra hour or two of sleep. Maybe that hour of reading before bed, before you sleep, to recover. You need that time. For me, there's nothing more peaceful and more relaxing than going to my country home and sitting and just reading a book all afternoon. Nothing. I did that last weekend, and it was wonderful. It was great. Those moments are far in between. I don't get them often. But when they come, when they're here, make damn sure I take advantage of those moments. And you guys should too. Our state of busyness, our state of being needs to be regulated. And I see it all the time. I see it with people in my job. I see it with people in personal life too, where they don't know how to be calm. They don't know how to relax. They don't know how to take the time needed. Tell them to give themselves a permission to time out and go lie down for half an hour and relax. Where there's some sort of guilt and some sort of shame of sitting and relaxing and not enjoying that time to yourself. Because like I said in the beginning, that time to yourself, that's when you grow. It's not a time to feel guilty and shameful for having those moments to yourself, those quiet reading moments, those quiet napping moments, whatever it is. It's also, our busy mind is also a reflection of our culture as well. Especially in North American culture now, where we're always in a state of just like achieving and striving and trying to be the best and always working, and we gotta hustle, man. You gotta stay on the grind. It's all about the grind. You know, my grind is my relaxation. I made videos about that too, but it's the North American culture that we live in all the time. In Europe, what's the culture in Europe? It's very different. Where in Europe, they're not as strict, they're not as regulated as when it comes to their work ethic and their grind. Where they're a little more relaxed. Where in Europe, people will actually take a nap in the middle of the afternoon. If they know they have work in late afternoon, they'll take a nap and maybe take an extra hour off of lunch. just so they can charge. They're a little more laid back, a little more passive maybe in their style, in their working style, in that European culture. But don't you think that might lead to better mental health? That they're not in a constant state of grinding and working and anxiety and stress and pressure all the time, that they give themselves permission to relax, put your shoulders down, sit back. Don't always need to be doing things all the time. It's okay to sit down like, man, I need a break for 10 minutes. Man, I'm tired. Man, I'm exhausted. And there are moments where those quiet moments make us very uncomfortable because we're not used to it. We're not used to those uncomfortable. Those quiet moments is very discomforting because we don't know what to do with ourselves. We're not used to being in our own head. We're not used to being calm. We're not used to being quiet. So when those quiet moments hit, we just kind of like, it's discomforting because we don't know what to do with ourselves. What am I supposed to do? Sit here and just look at a wall and think? Yeah. It's nice. It's calming. Very relaxing. I've gotten into the habit, guys, of every night before bed, meditate. 5 minutes. Sit in a chair right before you go into bed. Listen to some music, calming music. Not going to go and listen to, System of a Down, Led Zeppelin before bed. You want a calming effect. Turn off all devices, turn off your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, TV, everything. Listen to calm music and just meditate for 5 minutes. Close your eyes and force yourself to be absolutely still for 5 minutes. Do not move a muscle for 5 minutes. It's actually really hard and it's actually uncomfortable at first. But it's a self-disciplining art form, meditation, where you're training yourself to be still, to force yourself to be still. It takes a lot of self-discipline. It's actually really uncomfortable. It's easy to do it with music. Once I actually stopped doing it with music and just didn't listen to anything, it was actually a lot harder. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in to the 50th episode of the Storytime Show. It was great that this message is of value to you guys. I know there's some of you that have messaged me that are getting value of these videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your feedback. You can like, subscribe, comment. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at Timeless Personal Growth and Development. My name is Logan Ryder, and I appreciate everything you guys done, and keep watching, and I'll keep making videos for you guys. My next video will be a child development video, and we'll be talking about how to stop bullying. It's going to be a long one. I'm going to make that video particularly long, so if it's an interest in you, tune in and watch how to stop bullying on the next video, and I will see you all in another life.